Hey guys, this is Vlad, and in this video I'm going to introduce you the new editor called RareMC and show you several of its basic features. If you are already experienced with Redditor 2, I would still recommend you to watch this video, maybe you'll get a couple of new features for yourself. So, as you can see here, this is the free unregistered version. So I will show you the features which are available in the free version. We will cover all the points of purchasing and registering the product in another video. Okay, so the first thing to do after you open the editor is to open a file. A file can be opened whether by a hotkey combination Ctrl plus O or via this file menu, or you can simply click on this toolbar icon. Let's open a test roster. It's opening, and it's open. So, as you can see, each NBA 2K13 roster consists of several tabs. So players, arenas, teams, colleges, schedule, and many other tabs. And each tab can be represented as a default spreadsheet editor layout, like Microsoft Excel or OpenOffice Calc. So you can do the same things as in Microsoft Excel, for example. You can select a cell, input some value, for example here, let's say ASID 900, and so it's easy. You can select multiple cells, you can copy them and paste them, and so when you copy and paste the values, it's the thing to mention, it's like a regular spreadsheet copy paste. So once copied the header, the column name doesn't matter anything. So after you copy, you just paste it as a regular data wherever you want. A data type is checked though, so you can copy those integer value as ID, paste it into height, which is float, or paste it to birth year. But if you copy, for example, first names, of course you can't paste it into SID, nothing will happen, because data type here is string and here it's integer, so nothing happens. Um, to add to this regular spreadsheet editor features, we can sort data. To sort the data, simply click on the column header you want to sort by. For example, let's sort everything by weight. Click for the first time and it's ascending sorting, and if you click it again, it will be in descending order. Oh, check is the heaviest, yeah. You can sort by last name, by first name. The default sorting is ID ascending. Uh, you can also select multiple cells, so select the whole column. To select a column, just hold the Control button and press click on the column header. So you see the whole column is selected. You can later copy it and paste somewhere else. Or the same can be done with rows, so you can hold the Control button, click on the ID column, for example Leroy Allen, and you can copy him and paste instead of Royal Ivy. So it will be replaced, the whole line will be replaced, the whole player. Control A hotkey, or yes, you can select all, later copy it and paste in a third-party editor and edit there. So the other thing is search panel, it's on the bottom. It can be enabled or disabled via this button on the toolbar, or with edit search menu, or Control plus F. Um, what it does. It does search. So you can see here are two sets of search by things. For example, if you wanna find LeBron James, you can input James here, select last name, and input LeBron here, and select first name. So search by first name column, and search for LeBron. This will find everything, everybody, okay, who has James in the last name column and LeBron in the first name column. Um, but it will skip other Jameses like Damon James or whatever else James you have there. So search down, you see there are two LeBrons here. Search up and search down. This is search direction. I think it's obvious. You can use not these buttons but also hotkeys. Um, it's F3 key for search down and Control plus F3 key for search up, or you can simply search down by input something and press the enter button. James, okay, I input James, press enter, and hooray, the same searching for Jameses. It has, the search panel has also two options, case sensitive and whole words only. I think case sensitive it's obvious, so if you input James with a small letter, oh yes, it will find every James if this is unchecked, but will find nothing if this is checked. On the contrary, write down James with capital letter and you'll see him found again. Whole words only. The same example, if you have James here and search by last name and have this whole words only checked, you will find only Jameses. But if you, for example, input Ja here, Ja, and search down, you will find whole words only checked, you will find nothing. But uncheck the whole words and you'll find every record which has Ja in last name. So it can start with Ja, end with Ja, or contain Ja in the middle. So vary Ja or James, Jamison, Jackson. You'll find all of them if whole words only is unchecked, and you input some part of the string here. So this is about the search panel. Now let's move on to column filter. Column filter serves two purposes. The first one is obviously coming from its name, it filters columns. So if you wanna edit skills and don't want to have other columns in between of names and skills, you just uncheck them and they will get disappeared. So see, names and skills immediately after them. Check them back to make them appear. You can, let's say, appearance, and then again skills immediately without game highs, stats status in the middle. So that's simple. Easier to use the editor when you don't have 378 columns displayed but can filter them by groups. Okay, so the second purpose of column filter is easy navigation. Maybe old school editors, modders are also unaware of this feature. You can simply double click on, for example, skills, and you'll get moved to the skills, to the first column which is contained by skills group, or for example contract, and you get moved to this contract group, appearance, portrait ID. So this is how column filter works. Oh, and forgot to tell you a couple more words about the additional spreadsheet editor function. So the first one, you can edit names here, but as you could notice, when you scroll right, they become fixed. Yeah. So you can't edit them, but you can see who you edit. If you edit something in the middle of the tab or at the end of the tab, you see the name. Scroll back to the left and they will become editable again. Editable. Sorry, I don't know the right pronunciation of the word. So they get editable again. And the other thing, as you could also notice, what is HPRTOP OA? Who knows? Nobody knows, but you can move the cursor to this and oh, it's top of arc. So, yeah, it's located in the hot zones, hotspots, yes. And uh, move your cursor to a column to get an extended description. Hypocenter. ISO hypocenter is much simpler to understand. You can refer to the tutorials to get full description of each field, of each column, and each possible value. This is the pre-release version, so it's not here yet, but tutorials come together with the tool, and you can access them in the help menu. There will be a menu item called tutorials, so you'll be able to easily locate the text tutorials compiled by Mad Dog. Big thanks to him for help with the tutorials. So these are the basic points. The several other things we haven't covered yet. CSV, it's important. As I mentioned earlier, you can select all, then copy and paste into a third-party editor, then edit and insert everything back. But this is not the most convenient way, of course. It looks a bit complicated, so you'd better use export to CSV. You can select a path to export and a mode. Selected tab will export the currently selected tab, so the one which is shown and which you edit currently, which you are editing. Or you can select whole file, and in this case it will export every single tab into the specified path as a separate CSV file. So click export, success. This means the files were created successfully and you can now use them. You can now edit them in any third-party tool or whatever you do with them, whatever you want. Once you finish with editing, you can import from CSV or click these toolbar icons. Whole file, again, it's the same as export, but import. It imports from the CSV files and pastes the data back to the roster. So click import, OK, close, wait a couple of seconds while everything's synchronized, and you can now save the changes. So click on the diskette to save, or you can save as, save under another name like roster2. Save, and you see roster2 appeared here. It's the same file as roster because we haven't edited anything much. So save under another name, and save all. Save all, it doesn't have sense in the free version since it's the same as save, but saves all the files, all the open files. You'll be able to open more than one file at a time with advanced Modos interfaces. I record another video about it soon. So you can also close the file and open another one, but yeah, it's obvious thing. Turk scripts. I'll record another video covering how to make scripts. Yes, just a couple of words here about Turk scripting. What it does, it was originally created for shoes, patches. So if there are several different rosters, but you have edited shoes and gear and all the accessories for multiple players, for 100 of players, for example, and you don't want to lose the changes, um, copy and paste doesn't work in this case because uh, some players can be inserted in the middle of the file with IDs, so it will break all the structure. And with Turk scripting, you can create with Scripting Wizard a script and save all the players' parameters there, for example by name, and then apply the script. I won't apply this test script, it's buggy, so just click here and it will be applied. The script will be applied, and if you have Kobe, let's search for Kobe, ID 178. If you transfer his parameters from this file and want to insert them to another file where his ID is not 178, but a couple of players were added between him and Nash, for example, and he becomes 180, the parameters will be applied to Kobe exactly. Even if there are many Kobes, all of them will have these parameters. So I mean, it's easy to transfer some parts of information between files with Turk scripts. That's the case of it. So features, yes, it's a paid feature, and this will be covered in another video. I hope you now have learned the basics of using the new RedMC editor. Hope you will enjoy it. See you in the next video. Goodbye and take care.